Well, Prime Minister Modi is meditating at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, where he will remain till Saturday evening. In fact, he is meditating at the Dhyan Mandapam, the same spot where the Hindu philosopher and saint Swami Vivekananda had meditated in back in 1892. The party claims that this is for a clear vision of the future of India. Meanwhile, the opposition has criticized Narendra Modi's meditation trip to Kanniyakumari, calling it a violation of the Model Code of Conduct ahead of the last phase of Lok Sabha elections. Rashtriya Janata Dal leader Tejashwi Yadav has said that Prime Minister Modi is not doing meditation, he is doing a film shoot and marketing. Meditation happens in a peaceful environment without telling anyone. Sam Daniels tracking the Prime Minister. He joins us over an OB at the moment. Sam, the opposition has criticized the Prime Minister's meditation trip, calling it a violation of the Model Code of Conduct.
That's right, Parameshwar. Before that, new visuals have emerged showing Narendra Modi clad in saffron, seated in the meditation hall of the Vivekananda Rock Memorial behind us and meditating opposite the statue of Vivekananda. And we come to you from Kanniyakumari. And that's right, the opposition calls this as a gimmick in the case of the ruling DMK in Tamil Nadu and the Communist Party of India Marxist from the state. They've even given a letter to the Chief Election Commissioner calling this a violation of the Model Code of Conduct and asking for a direction to the media not to telecast this live, both the mainstream media as well as the social media, saying that this could become a propaganda material for the polls that are due tomorrow, the last phase of polls. And they say Modi's meditation at this location could be violation of the Model Code of Conduct in spirit, saying that this is nothing but a tacit attempt to influence voters who will be voting tomorrow, and that this comes on a day when there's supposed to be no campaign, that's today, and will continue even tomorrow when the final phase of voting will take place. And the CPM says this violates the concept of level playing field, the concept of no campaign day, and gets all the limelight for the BJP, puts others at a disadvantage, and they say the Election Commission should respond to this. But so far, the Election Commission has not responded, and the BJP, on the other hand, denies these allegations, saying that Modi has come in his personal capacity for meditation at this landmark location, and this in no way they call it as a violation of the Model Code of Conduct, because he's not seeking votes, he's not campaigning, and that's why this will not really attract any kind of provisions against that. But the opposition says this is nothing but a tacit way to influence voters, and we'll have to see whether the Election Commission would respond so far. But many are also questioning why the poll panel is quiet on this so far. And the larger point, of course, is in Tamil Nadu, the BJP is trying hard to expand its footprint. They have less than 3% vote share, and many look at this also as a concerted attempt by the BJP, particularly Modi, to expand their footprint, particularly having in eye the 2026 assembly elections in the state, and that's the larger picture. But otherwise, the BJP says this is a personal time for him to meditate for the unity, the larger unity of the country. Historically speaking, besides the connect with Swami Vivekananda, who had meditated here in 1892, this is also the confluence of three oceans, the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, and that's the larger geographical importance to this. And as we speak, authorities have relaxed restrictions. Now public are allowed to take the ferry to go to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, except the meditation hall. They'll be able to go around and see the place, being a very popular tourist destination. We understand Modi would wind up his meditation only around evening tomorrow, meditating here at least for 45 hours. He would also stop by at the other iconic landmark, the giant statue of the Tamil ancient poet Thiruvalluvar, before returning to Delhi. So conflicting things, the BJP arguing it's his personal time, and the opposition raising several questions that this will not augur well for someone who's occupying the post of the Prime Minister to violate the Model Code of Conduct in spirit, which his party denies. Parameshwar.
Right. Also, Sam, the selection of the Vivekananda Rock as the site for Mr. Modi's meditative retreat also assumes significance in light of his pronounced push into the south during this year's Lok Sabha campaign?
That's right, because he has been campaigning here for a dozen times at least, quite high. And South is generally elusive largely for the BJP, except the state of Karnataka. In Tamil Nadu, they have not been able to really crack it. Earlier, they tried doing it in alliance with the AIADMK. It could not work, both in the last Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections held later. But now the AIADMK has snapped ties, and this is also being seen in the context of the larger push, larger focus the BJP is giving to South, more particularly to Tamil Nadu, which has been a kind of a Dravidian heartland where the politics here is dominated between the two Dravidian arch rivals, the ruling DMK and the AIADMK. And in the past, the BJP has been able to win a few seats, be it for Lok Sabha or to the Assembly, only in support of either of these Dravidian allies. But this time, it's trying its luck fighting it alone, particularly counting on the state BJP chief Annamalai's statewide Padayatra and what they call as Modi's magic. We'll have to wait for the results of these efforts in Tamil Nadu this time, but the larger picture, of course, is in the Tamil Nadu's context, the 2026 assembly elections.
As always, Sam, thank you so much for joining us with the latest from Ground Zero.